everybody. Welcome back to Nashville Unsigned. We are hanging out on the fluffy red couch, which you haven't sat on this couch since class 5.
I have not. It feels good to be back.
Yay. And if you guys don't know, this lovely face that looks like she's about to go rob a bank alongside me.
With my girl.
This is ALAINA Cross from class 5 for her homecoming interview. Welcome.
Thanks for having me back.
And you actually recently crashed our podcast.
I did, yes.
That was a fun time.
It was great.
Once a week, or bi-weekly, somebody on the team schedules it with our producer, our podcast producer, and we bring in a special guest, a surprise alumni cameo, and we just did that with Miss ALAINA Cross last week.
It was weird. I was like hanging out in the parking lot, and
I was like, "Girl, come, red team go, red team."
And I was like, "All right, go."
With all of her black on, so nobody knew that she was ninjing along the way.
Ninjing.
So, if that's even a word, it's a new word.
It is now.
Because we're going to use that as we rob banks, right?
Yeah.
So it's been a minute, and you've had so much stuff happen.
Yeah.
Since we talked to you last. You had a song called Stand Up.
I did.
That did really well and was, it had a placement. Mm-hmm. What major network was that on?
Yeah, so it was used for a promo on Fox for a show called Star. And my girl Wendy over at Resonate got that for me. So yeah, she kills it.
Dude, that's so dope.
So that was super cool, just to be able to like see my song kind of come to life with a visual. Because I think when you write songs, you kind of see like your story when you're writing a song, but to see someone else's story play out to it is like the best.
You're like, what just happened? This is actually like not why I wrote it, but this
it
totally makes sense.
Yeah. So it was awesome.
So cool. So there's, again, so much that's happened since we had you on the couch last time. And you started a badass organization called Her Collective.
Yeah.
So kind of explain to Nashville Unsigned viewers what Her Collective is and your mission and your purpose.
So Her Collective is a women's community and a blog that is focused on just encouraging women and their voices. And so Her stands for heard, encouraged, and respected. And so it's really just to like give women a place to meet other women and share their stories and their struggles and just kind of encourage vulnerability and hoping that people find like real human connection in that.
Yeah, because I've read some of the stuff and I'm like, I've totally experienced anxiety and depression and, you know, like less than what I know that I need to feel about myself as far as self-worth is concerned. And just how we process things as females in general. And it's weird and it's crazy and it's very different than how men process things. So just go ahead and know that now.
It's another world.
It's a completely different world. And although you guys think that we're psychotic, sometimes we are.
Yeah.
And
we
talk about it. But I love it. I love the mission. I love the purpose. I love how you guys give power to the voices of women that don't always feel seen or heard. So
thank you.
Kudos. You guys check it out. Where can they find that?
Yeah, we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at We Are Her Collective. WeAreHerCollective.com is where we have our blogs. And we're trying to do a lot more events to give people like face-to-face interaction and community and just a chance to meet other women and develop friendships. And we did some really good giveaways. Like today we gave away a free makeover glam session with a makeup artist in Nashville. So like the point was to team up with a bunch of just like badass women in Nashville and kind of give back to the community and our followers. And, yeah.
And if you guys also did not know this, and most of you don't because she's super behind the scenes on this, but ALAINA is such a powerhouse behind the Nashville Unsigned events and has totally kicked in and helped us out this past year on helping to like advance shows and logistics, and I literally have praised her feet several times. I'm like, oh my God, I wouldn't drive without you. So huge community, huge support.
You guys do so much for me, so I'm glad I'm able to use like some kind of talent of mine to give back to you guys too.
We'll take more talents.
Yeah.
We'll just take all your time.
All the time.
So to weave in, you just launched a song that also has 2 placements called Backstabber.
Yeah, so you can find it on Spotify, on iTunes, all the places that you like to listen to music. But I've been working with a licensing company called Resonate, and they've been so awesome.
Such a boss. She's such... Talk about female badasses.
Yeah.
Wendy is such a boss.
Wendy is like women, like goals, you know? Women goals.
I'm like, I just want you to just mentor me.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Wendy.
Yes.
But yeah, so she's found a couple of really cool placements and like some reality shows for it. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be posting it on my socials and all of those things. So yeah.
And we forgot another thing that you recently, a week apart, you released a song that you were featured on with Folded Dragons called Surface Level.
Yeah.
You're just releasing all kinds of stuff right now.
I've been hanging on to Backstabber for a little over a year because I was just like waiting for the right time to.
And who's that with? That's
I wrote it with Joshua Silverberg. I just had this situation happen in my life like a couple of years ago, and I was like, I have this session coming up with Josh. And I wanted to hold on to this idea that I had, and it was the concept of Who's Laughing Now. And so I went in, and it took us like 2 hours to write the song. And
it is going to be stuck in your head for the next 6 years.
It's your revenge song for the year, but not in like the conventional "I'm gonna do to you what you did to me" kind of revenge.
Like,
it's like,
look who's laughing
just
now.
like sitting back and just kind of letting life play out, and then being like, oh, what's up?
Super dope. So you've just had one hell of a year. And then on top of that, you launched a song last year with Class 3's Oh Neno. It was a cover of Imagine Dragons. And
all the dragons.
Yeah, all the dragons.
Yeah.
And so you launched that this past year too. I actually think it's better than the original.
Oh.
Yeah, Imagine Dragons. Come at me, bro. Put it on your socials. Make it go viral.
I know,
Come at me.
where you at?
I think it's better.
I love you. I listen to your music. Help a girl out. You know?
Say something about it. So our last segment is WHYLD. So what have you learned, dude? So, man, just knowing you since Class 5, I've watched you grow into a young lady in just like the personal sense, the career, the business sense. Like you are owning your business like a true entrepreneur, and you just picked up management this past year as well. Shout out Mike.
Mike Hagler.
What up?
Yeah.
But you've been doing it on your own for quite some time.
Yeah.
So tell us like what your most valuable learning lesson is that you could either give to an up-and-coming artist or that you would tell your younger self.
I feel like my mentality a lot of times, and a lot of artists' mentalities, are like, I need to do as much as I can. I need to work with as many people as I can. I need to take every opportunity that's thrown at me, blah, blah, blah. And we run ourselves ragged. And then also if, like, I know I'm really bad about overthinking. So it's like, oh, I haven't heard back from this person. Or, oh, this person canceled or blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, what's wrong? But I just decided to go into this new year with the mentality, because I love this quote, not every opportunity is your assignment. What things are actually meant for me, what things are, because not everything is.
That you're going to dump your resources and your time and your energy to.
Yeah, I can't have everything that this artist has, and they can't have everything that I have. That quote, it was in like a devotional I was doing one morning, and I was just like, holy crap, that's so good. So anytime that I take a minute, or like I have an opportunity or whatever, instead of just jumping on it, because I'm like, well, I want to get past where I'm at, obviously I need to do this, I just kind of step back and be like, okay, does this get me closer to where I want to be? Is this good for me? Are these good people? You can be a little more choosy, I think, when you look at it that way.
I think
like,
so
what's
too.
meant for me.
I think so too. It's like investing your time into things that are right for you now, and things that are right for you now may not have been things that were right for you a year ago.
Yeah.
And timing, man.
Yeah.
Just like any business, it's all about timing, really.
Yeah.
And if an opportunity falls through, then the timing wasn't meant to be right now.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, 2018 held like so many freaking hard lessons, and going into this year, I am holding on to not every opportunity is your assignment. Have patience and like plant your seeds and wait to see where they grow. And then also like people are always more important than like product. And
this is why we
how
love
I want to
her.
live.
And this is why she is currently alumni and is back for a homecoming interview. Ladies and gentlemen, ALAINA Cross from Class 5. I know. Now we're going to go rob a bank.
Who's laughing now? You know you want